Remembering this man, Ted Becker, the former mayor of Lewes, passes away. Good evening. I'm Madeline Overturf.
And I'm Charlie Sakaitis. Welcome to our news at 5. We begin tonight with the legacy and lifetime of service that Becker leaves behind.
Ted Becker served as the mayor of Lewes for 8 years and was on city council before that. He died Sunday in a Philadelphia hospital. Coast TV News anchor Christina DeRobertis is live in Lewes this evening. Christina, Becker was known for his business in Lewes as much as his politics.
Well, Maddie, Ted Becker owned the Inn at Canal Square, and many people say this is where he was most at home. Now, we don't know the exact details surrounding his death, but a former colleague of his, Michael Rawl, tells us he was dealing with a heart condition. And just speaking with people in the Lewes community today, it is clear that people in Lewes had a lot of love and respect for him. A veteran, a local business owner, and a man who left a big mark on this small coastal community.
He's done so much for this town.
Many locals stunned to hear about former Mayor Ted Becker's passing.
Gosh, it was a big shock. I just found out this morning.
It's just shocking.
Becker moved to Lewes in 1981 and owned the Inn at Canal Square. Blooming boutique owner Machiko Cito saying Becker played a big part in her career.
He was the person who actually gave me my first break starting in business when I first moved here, and gave me my first lease back in August of 2006 on Market Street.
Others remember Becker as a loyal customer and a friend.
Ted was a customer of mine and a huge supporter, and very grateful to have known him.
Before moving to Lewes, Becker worked at the Department of Education and was in the Army and Army Reserves. He was on Lewes Council beginning in 2004 and was appointed deputy mayor in 2011. Director of the Lewes Historical Society, Andrew Leiter, says Becker's influence continues to shape the community today.
People are flocking here for a reason. I think a lot of his efforts are a part of that.
A cornerstone of the community whose passing will leave a hole in many hearts. Most recently, Becker served as a commissioner with the Delaware River Bay Authority, and funeral arrangements are still pending. The funeral will likely be private, but we're told a public celebration of life for Ted Becker is being planned for the end of October. Live in Lewes, I'm Christina DeRobertis, Coast TV News.
Becker's legacy was remembered by many across the first town in the first state today. Former Mayor Jim Ford, who appointed Becker as deputy mayor, called Becker a true example of what community stands for.
Ted worked with the Greater Lewes Foundation through all the years of it's about 25 years now for its establishment. Was responsible for the formation of the Canal Front Park, acquisition of the land for the library where the trailhead is, and the creation of the library.
According to Parcell Funeral Homes, who is handling Becker's funeral memorial in Ted's name, are suggested to the Greater Lewes Foundation Open Space Initiative, which is working to preserve the 4th Street forest. We're going to have a lot more on this tonight on Coast TV News at 6.
And tributes are pouring in from Washington in a statement today. Senator Tom Carper saying in part, Lewes is a better place because of Ted. Delaware is also a better place because of Ted. We will miss him, but we will always be grateful to have called him our friend, end quote.